burger at a fish restaurant, like a seafood place. It's not right.
Well, like
I thought you meant somebody might try to slip a roofie in your drink or something.
yeah, it's like
Well, I wasn't worried about that. Well, a little bit, but not really, because we didn't really go to those. Well, I didn't go to those places.
He's a very attractive young woman. He just has a very unfortunate.
Because legit, like there's a band in our country now. There's like vodka and Red Bulls.
They're banned.
Mm.
Oh my god! I gotta tell my friend because he is like we fucking diss him because like that's all he fucking drinks is that shit.
Seems like
Because
such
it is
cancer.
because people get too hype and too drunk. You know what I mean? And start
Oh, yeah.
fighting.
It's like battery acid. Now you've put like fucking paint thinner in battery acid in your body.
Well,
Yeah,
you're
exactly.
basically adding like caffeine. If you like drink a lot of energy drinks, you get like fucking you get like unstable, like not necessarily, and then you like alcohol to that, and you can get a heart attack, whatever the fuck as well.
It just doesn't seem like a fucking.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's
it's
basically,
okay.
you get hype and get aggressive. Essentially, it's like right.
I mean, like it's okay. Like I can have like a couple of those without any like issues. And
Oh
then
no,
it's,
I'm
like,
talking if you mainland that shit, like just.
Oh yeah. It's like a pick me up for sure.
Like if you're flagging, you take one of those. I'm like, oh yeah, I'm good. You know, like if you were to keep up
Flagging.
with your mates.
Yeah, yeah. Like, in fact, they had to Buckfast. They had to like effectively because people got rowdy on that sort of shit, and like, they had to change the actual bottles from like glass to plastic because like, people used to get into like a lot of fights and use the bottle as an improvised weapon. So
Wait, Dean, you gonna ready up anytime soon?
That's the
Well,
kind
I
of
thought
shit that
these
they do.
fucking jokers were.
No, they're fucking.
trying-
They're taking their time. We can play some games until they show up.
Oh shit.
Yeah. Like I actually dropped by just to say hello to you guys really because I might go to bed soon.
All right.
Yeah, like I've got a big day tomorrow, as in burning the store down and and shit. So
We should burn the store down, Dingo. Yes, the alarm is going off.
yeah, for once, it's a fucking actual alarm going off. I've never wanted to drop kick a fucking kid in the face so much as this like actual like holiday as well. So
Care to elaborate, or is it just that? That's just.
no, there's fucking kids these days. They can chat back to their fucking parents so hard. It's like, holy shit! If you're in my era, you get like yes.
Yeeted off the roof. Happened to
Yeah.
like it would happen to your brother. Fucking it got ended.
I'm being serious though. Like it's like holy fuck. Like people are like so disrespectful these days.
I mean, I think it's just tabs and.
Well, the ones that hang around the wimpy that isn't there anymore.
I don't think it's a place of high society. Or...
No, this is mostly a retirement village, or retirement town. Sorry, so it kind of is, but like there's certain parts of it that are kind of a bit shady. But Weymouth, downweight like lower end of Weymouth from Portland is kind of more of
Oh,
a shady
dude, there was
part.
a race crime, like
Race
a couple
crime?
of days ago, where someone beat up a black fucking bus driver.
Oh, there's more than that going on down there. There's like a fucking drug war going on in Weymouth right now.
Yeah, I know. It's fucking shit, honestly.
Like guys with actual guns. On a weird note, my friend the other day is actually he's actually getting accepted into the police force. He's going to try and make it into the armed response unit.
Hey,
Oh, He wants to get into SWAT 4. Shoot beanbags at people.
which I thought was a pretty interesting thing.
Put a stop to crime.
No, because he's going to London to like learn how to do it and all that, and it's just like, man, like, because like he's the kind of guy that likes running into danger, let's just say, as opposed to moving away from it. So
I mean, if he's gonna shoot beanbags at people,
no, these are like the kind of guys that like.
it was a joke. SWAT 4.
Yeah, I get that, but like he's actually like going to be rocking an MP5.
I've had one of those pointed in my face once in my life. Anyway, my dude, I'm sorry. I think I failed you in my attempts to win wire games today.
How dare you?
I know.
I assume you're gonna call it for tonight then?
Oh, yes. Thank you for eating your microphone.
Well, I didn't get a response before.
I couldn't hear you, that's the thing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you are still a bit on the quiet side, and I've literally.
Have you guys
pumped
tried
up
not
the,
being
like...
deaf? Is that like a thing that you?
Well, I
Yeah.
am actually partially deaf, so.
Right. Well, I mean, have you tried not being partially deaf?
Well, I have.
Have you considered then not being you for a minute? Like, just quick. Yeah.
Imagine you have better hearing.
Well, I mean, you're on 200 volumes, so I can't
Alright.
do
Well, I
anything
mean,
else on
like
my end.
the thing is like an inch away from my face. I mean, there's like,
Yeah,
or less
I
actually.
can actually hear that now. You sound like a very angry radio jockey. Yep. He's like, you know what, guys? You know what pisses me off?
Fucking thick ass boys.
These fucking traffic lights. Why don't they ever move?
Oh, they put another fucking speed box or whatever the fuck they call it in the UK. I forget.
You mean speed up? Sleeping policeman.
No, the like a speed camera or whatever the hell.
Yeah.
Oh.
Speed trap, they call them.
Put another fucking speed trap on the M3.
So that's how a lot of we make most of our council makes most of its money from actual parking fines, apparently.
That's sad.
Fine.
And you know what they did? They actually fucking like put it in an Iceland bank and it went fucking bankrupt and it was like GG.
LOL. That's pretty good that you don't put it in your own fucking country's bank.
Yeah, I know, right?
But the yields on this one are so much better.
It was until it didn't. You know what I mean? Like that was.
I suspect that may have been the reason why, because they were flailing. They're desperately trying to get people to fucking save them.
But like, Dorset County Council are fucking trash.
So how's your day been anyway, Carl?
Good. Work. Then I had. Work's going pretty well. Like, I enjoy it. There's really not that much interest. It's all like context-based stuff. So like the stuff that I'm working on, a lot of like automation of getting a lot of data automatically. Crawlers.
Okay.
I can collect 300,000 records a day, Rusty.
Nice. You gotta get that data.
All that
You data miner.
data.
Yeah, like I just, believe it, even though I was doing quite a lot today, I was actually like pretty. No, it was a good day. Like also, I bailed out at the other department, which they were really happy with and stuff.
Nice.
So. And yeah. Turns out my previous manager forgot, quote unquote, to fucking do my skills endorsements and my NVQ, so that's gonna be fucking fun to do again.
Nice.
When I yeah, like they are kind of really dropping the ball on this shit. Because like if I have to ask them for fucking anything, it's like a gigantic fucking struggle.
And there's like no other employment available in the area, right?
Well, no, this is for the MBQ thing. That's
Oh,
the
right.
thing.
Oh,
Like,
okay. I know. Well, just also in general.
No,
Just
the
Jesus.
thing is, Dan's probably the highest paid person in the family because he's been there so long. They give pay rises every year, sort of thing.
yeah, not anymore, but you used to. I mean, we're getting one this year, but like we're gonna be approaching that £10 an hour mark.
Hey,
Which is a lot of money. Like I'm like after our like pay increase, I think you're getting like 850. 850? So
so Blair, how is it going on the how, like, did you finish your thing yet? Your thesis?
No, I'm supposed to hand it in this semester in
Right.
May.
so what is it about?
Fish.
Hello.
Oh, this I
Like,
told you
hello,
several times.
About
Give me-
the fish restaurant in Budapest, the Japanese restaurant. That.
They put too much ketchup on the sushi. 0 out of 10. Fuck you.
That place did not have ketchup. We'll put it like that.
I know, it's a joke.
It's probably the most. I'm like pretty sure that's the most expensive dinner I've eaten in my life. That I paid for, I guess.
Was it like one fish? Like,
No. I got like it's like a beef, and like it was a fucking like I was like you got chopsticks, right? And it's like it looked like a whole beef, and then like how the fuck am I supposed to eat this with chopsticks, right?
Oh dear. You don't know chopstick law. You sort of
Oh
stab it.
yeah, well I don't know how to
Right back.
chopsticks either, but I wasn't really concerned about that because I can like sort of half budget, you know. But like
Yeah.
it didn't look like it, and then like I poked it like fucking like it was a fucking bear, and I'm like it fell apart into slices. Like oh thank fuck because it didn't
Yeah.
at all. It's like
Because they thinly slice it, so it looks impressive until you like nudge it and like,
yeah, it's like how am I fucking supposed to eat this like and then you got like I got like soup, which was like served in like a cup.
oh,
And, like,
fucking
you
fancy.
didn't well it was a very fancy cup, and you didn't get a spoon. I'm like I am supposed to drink this with my fucking hands, right? Like I don't.
Yeah, that's what they do.
It's
That's
like,
what,
the
that's
ambiguity
what
is
they, that's
killing
what they
me.
do.
I think I
They
think you're
drink
supposed
it.
to drink it with your face, but I mean, sure.
You can drink it with your hands.
Really impressive magic trick.
Then I remember like in Japanese art, they often are like cupping their
Well,
cups, and drinking it. So I assume that's how it's supposed to.
Well,
do it.
yeah, because I mean, they didn't have like fucking silverware, if you know what I mean.
Yeah. Like,
Fucking, you want to use your chopsticks on the soup there.
Did you literally just go to Wagamama's and be like, what the fuck? Or something, like, I don't know, man. Like,
it was a very stressful experience.
The fucking the horror and dread time. Shit, right here.
it's oh my god, there's no spoons! But yeah,
It was really good though. It was
Nice.
fucking amazing. Like apart from the how to eat aspect of things, it was very good. Like I even ordered some like very very fancy drinks. That was like, well, best drinks ever.
One red square, please.
Sake red square.
One red square, please.
It's
So
a
it'd be
red,
like,
it's a red
please
square
one
with some
sake.
cranberry.
It'd be like, please one sake bomb. They're like, oh, it's sake bomb.
Got a sake martini. That's
Yeah, it's pretty classy.
I mean,
A sake bomb, for anyone that's not initiated, is like literally pouring a sake into a fucking beer.
yeah, but I don't think that's very common though, because sake is like 20%, something like that at most.
It's very common. It's like sake is like literally like the vodka of like, Japan or whatever. You know, it's sort of for you.
No, it's like wine because it's only like 20% at most.
Which is
Yeah,
very
that's
strong.
right, the
Which
reason
would
why
be
they
very
pour in
strong
something
for
else.
wine. It is like it's rice wine, effectively described as.
Because what you do is you tip it like a thimble of
Like
sake into like a beer.
the strongest sumo wrestler spits in like the rice pail to ferment it, and that's how you.
Yeah. It's actually a yokozuna.
Yeah, it has to be Yokozuna. Can't be.
Yokozuna is actually the champ of sumo wrestling.
I know.
Yeah.
I'm aware.
Apparently you're supposed to yell kanpai when you're
Are you?
when you do
Fucking.
sake bomb.
What is this like fucking like hell world that you live in, where you go to Budapest and you're like, let me just go to a Japanese restaurant.
He just went to Weave Town in fucking Budapest.
Like
It's
you went to like fucking Little Japan or something inside Budapest. Like, oh man, I wish I could get my body pillow here. You're like, 10 feet away from like an incredibly like gothic, like, cathedral or whatever. And you're just like, let's go to like Little Tokyo.
Well, it was like the last night, and we had already gone to like all the we had eaten the ethnic food. Let's put it like that.
Right.
Actually, I didn't get langosh, which I kind of regret not getting. But like, I never found like a place that wasn't like street food that sold it, or like yeah, like a really sketchy looking street food place. So I guess I could put like, because it is amazing. It's like
Billy's white van.
Hey man, street food is good food.
Potentially, like some street food can give you food poisoning.
He would have
If
gone.
you're not
He would have
careful.
gotten the coronavirus if any of that. Guaranteed.
You wouldn't have got the beer virus. Holy fuck.
yeah. Of course, you order fucked up Coronas too, because it's funny.
What's sorry?
Like ordering Corona was always funny, as well.
Right.
Like the beer.
Yeah.
And they'll just give you a slice of lemon and be like, ah, shit. Does it protect me from the virus?
That sounds like.
Yeah, it sounds like they had a good time. Ah, man. So what you fellas up to at the weekend then?
Not much. Probably gonna play more video games. And that's about it.
It
Maybe
just
both
dawned on
of
me that next this weekend will be my last weekend I'll have off for a while. Because I'll be working Saturday soon. But fortunately, I won't be only working till 6 o'clock on the Saturday, so it wouldn't be too bad. Got some pretty
So-
decent hours, so.
How deep are you in this game, Plan, the Crossout?
I don't remember. I did play it a bit with you guys, but I imagine you guys, because you guys have played like 60 hours already,
Yeah.
or something like that. So
Yeah, we've gone past the chapter already.
well, I don't know what the tiers are
Which
anymore.
lore?
Like, or
Well, it's effectively like you have 4,000 and 5,000, then you have 6,000, which are like cutoff points for.
right.
So you kind of, if you want to like experience the full game, you kind of want to like push yourself over to at least 4,000 ASAP, because then a lot more of the game opens up in terms of actually collecting late tier this week.
But and interesting builds in general. You're not
Yeah,
fighting
it's
the
not
same
as, like,
fucking
static.
cannon. Same fucking machine gun meta / cannon meta, fucking 2000 builds, whatever.
I just don't remember how much I have in terms of like stuff. So
What do boys? I'm sorry, Plan, but I will not be your shield brother today. I have to go to bed now. Have a good night.
Got a big day of supervising himself tomorrow.
Yeah, I know, right? You think like, oh, okay, like the boss isn't here, supervisor isn't here. This is your big chance. It's like, no, not really.
Chance.
It just means that you're fucking there by yourself. You know what I mean? It's like the re-inning. Anyway, catch you guys later. Have a good night.
All right.
No, no.
Good night. But yeah, did you tell Polarnary that you're at like a different division now or whatever?
Get promoted.
Well, yeah, kind of. Yeah, like I'm actually switching departments in my store next week.
Shit.
Like, yeah, it's actually good because.
In before like in a couple of months. Hasn't switched.
Oh no, I'm switching like next week, as in like they told me, hey, do this time next week. Like it's going ahead. Like
It's happening.
Yeah.
What are you gonna work as?
Um, stacking dairy stuff like meat, cheese, milk, that kind of thing. But
Huh.
it's better than being out in fucking Storm Dennis getting flooded, pushing trolleys in Gale Force winds, etc. Like I
So
know it's not necessarily that big of a like it's nothing special, but it's different, and that's what I care about. So
it's indoors, I imagine. It's like
yeah,
nice.
yeah. Like even if the job's shit, like I'm already doing a shit job, but like I'm doing a shit job outside as opposed to a shit job inside. So
Yeah.
even if a job is bad, it's still I don't think it will be, to be honest, but like
I mean, stacking is like, it's like a. I've not really done like those like the store job I had was not very like.
I like how
one
Polarn is like trying to relate. He's
No,
doing
like,
his best.
I feel
He's
like
trying so
stacking,
hard.
I fucking loved it, right? Because my OCD was like, I can fix this mess you guys are making. It was very sad.
So as I was stacking crates of Don Perignon in my uncle's fucking Don Perignon factory.
I was sorting my dad's wine collection, and I had to do his whiskey files, and
oh,
man, I
there's
was
also
not happy.
another reason why I wanted to switch as well, because there's more to it. Like there's more variety throughout the day, and I actually get to talk to people inside the store as opposed to like just being shoved outside where I'm expected to push trolleys all on my own, come
Yeah.
rain or shine or however busy it is. It's like
And I don't know, like it's like a really big store where there's always like people.
Oh yeah, yeah. It's one of the it's the biggest store in town, effectively, and we're like the most successful store in the whole county, sort of thing, like in the entire region.
Best availability for trolleys.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. Like we're the people at my work are really stuck up because they just won't fucking um they just won't like go push trolleys. Like so people just seem to think it's beneath them, sort of thing.
Yeah. Well, soon you can join those people and say, "No, I'm not fucking pushing any fucking trolley."
Whoa, I'm not certified for pushing.
Well, I could deliberately not wear steel toe cap shoes and say, "Hey, listen, can't push. Don't have steel toe cap shoes." But
You can wear your high heels and be like, "Not today." I'm afraid."
Always wearing platform shoes.
Man, these pumps are so awful to walk outside with.
Yeah, and that mini skirt as well. Like shit, we can't tell him anything. Fucking if we do, HR will be up our ass.
I mean, like it should be okay now. But then I realized you guys probably don't have the same weather as we do right now in Norway, where it's like it's fucking spring in January.
It did come down like earlier, like literally yesterday. Pretty bad, like a whole day of raining.
Well, we don't really have rain. We just have like it's just no snow basically. Like no snow. Like it rains occasionally. It'll rain like in in 2 days and so on. Like it's been raining quite a bit technically, but like it's just no snow. It's so fucking weird because it looks like like how it's like in autumn. Things gets darker, but then the snow falls and everything like looks brighter. It just looks like a darker version of autumn, for like a better. You go outside and it's just like, wow, this is like this is dark, man.
Depressing hell world.
Yeah, but it's sort of getting lighter.
Yeah, it is getting lighter over.
Yeah, so this is like a weird effect. It's like, it's getting brighter.
I no longer arrive at work dark.
Yeah, but like without snow, that effect is very confusing. It's like reverse autumn, I guess.
Or Sodom.
Yeah, so every day becomes a little bit brighter.
Is that a geoscientist?
Yeah.
Very Sodom, right?
It's been great because I bought a bike and I was like, I can't use my bike anymore. It's just,
Bike or
snowing
bicycle?
out. Bicycle. It's like a Dutch one without gears.
Without
buttons.
gears?
Yeah. And
Why
also it's not-
why did you buy one without gears?
because it's cheap and like it's not that hilly where I go.
Yeah, but the gears let you just cover huge amounts of distance with like no effort.
Oh, it's like a cruiser, so it's not too bad. Like it's very heavy, but like I am fucking strong and I am
Strong.
daddy strong legs.
Big,
So,
big boy.
yeah, so like
boy, man.
if
Big
I
boy
like
achieve.
flat out, it's like
Yeah, but like here's the thing: if you're a big, strong dude, right, you are never gonna go fast on that bike because you don't have any gears. Because you can never like convert your strength into like extra torque or whatever the fuck, if you know what I mean. Because if you up the gears on like a normal bike, like if I were to say put my bike to like gear 3, right? One
Yeah.
like revolution would equal like fucking 10 revolutions on the actual wheel.
well, the only way I can explain it is very heavy, but like you can like sort of like just decrease the revolutions you do. Because like if you're like if I'm going, I pass people on that bike, if you know what I mean, like. And then like it's sort of good that it is not a gear because like if I was able to like go faster, I would endanger myself. So it's kind of like a nice speed limit. And then I get
You
less
are
tired as well.
strong but incredibly clumsy.
Well, it's like city biking, so you can't go too fast. So
Yeah,
it's
I know. I
fucking
understand.
hard.
It's like
Yeah.
stop start fucking bullshit where you have to.
Yeah. Like it's like I'm very happy that my route doesn't. It only has like a few corners I need to like slow down significantly for because I have yield and so on. But like yeah.
Let me put it in perspective. I used to have just like shit iron bike. Made of iron that had literally nothing on it, no gears, nothing. In
Yeah.
that bike, I would get winded if I did 12 kilometers, right? Bike
Oh,
with
okay, no, it's
bike,
not like that.
bike with gears, I can do 80 kilometers, no problem.
An hour.
Not an hour, 80 kilometers of distance
All right, okay.
in a day.
Yeah, I've never really gone that far with it because like I usually just I go back and forth
80
basically.
kilometers an hour, man.
I don't think that's
Like,
possible. It's
Jesus.
like a lot of bullshit.
You can probably like on a geared bike, you can probably go 30 kilometers an hour, but I usually go like it's the difference between not being able to break 20 on like a normal bike without gears and being able to just like cruise around at like 28 or whatever.
I think mine is like the how far you could go is dependent on basically how how flat it is. It's like if I can't imagine going 30 kilometers without like hitting like the really hilly areas if I'm not going around like fucking circles, because at some point you meet a hill. But like my from where I live to uni is like one of the few stretches where it's very flat relative because like I'm basically going on the an elevated section of the city that just happens to be like uni is like flat relative to my home.
Right.
but it's like a light. I have like one little hill bit I can just like stand and power on through.
Yeah. Also, the big difference is the Netherlands is like kitted out for doing long bike trek.
Oh yeah.
Like I could pretty much cycle anywhere.
Yeah, it's in Norway. It's like it's some places you can do that, but like it really is not super developed. It's like it just fucking ends at some point, and you're like, well, where am I supposed to go from here?
Then you have to like eat your bicycle when you reach the. That's how that works. Oh
Gotta
man,
go on the road.
I would have recommended like a second-hand geared one, because if you're a big lad, you need like a big frame. Because I like splurged
Oh yeah,
and got
that's the
like
thing. Yeah, it was the only bike. It was like a bike that I could buy that was big enough for me. It was either like a smaller geared one.
you
Because
want like a really.
I used to have one that was like perfectly and it was like a train bike that was geared, but then it got fucking stolen. So I was like, well, I'm not gonna spend.
Yeah, I have
4,000.
I have a bike that I managed. I bought it for like 250 euros, but knew that bike would be like 600 euros, right?
Yeah.
And that bike is never going into the city, staying in the countryside, because it is just instantly gonna get fucking stolen. Because it's like a big bike. It's kind of like a luxury bike, sort not a luxury, but like a good sports bike, if you know what I mean.
One of my friends, she had like a bike, and she would go back and forth to uni just like I did. And one day, she just like one day, random day, a weekday, she decided to like just park it outside for some reason. And it got sold just right there. That day, one day.
Hey man, even like when I was going to like Utrecht, like the kind of like one of the central large capitals, right? It's like even my shit ass fucking bike that was like super rusted. This is like a bike that was like produced in like the 60s or whatever the fuck. Even that one got stolen, and it was chained as well. It was chained up. It wasn't like left anywhere.
Right next to a bunch of other bikes, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like they fucking pay protection money or something. So like,
Alright, this guy's new in town. Tony, take his bike. Like, you know, they have like a guy just walks past, he has like a book of like pictures with bikes and people pay the protection money. It's like, hey, this guy's not on the list. Fucking get him.
yeah. It's like there's a bunch of bikes that are locked up outside where I like, and they never get stolen, like, because I've like seen them for like a year.
They're like decoy bikes. They're just like cardboard cutouts.
Yeah.
It's like
They're
how you have like
because
those.
I looked at them, I was like, I imagine, like, I was like, how the fuck are these not stolen? They look okay, like, etc. But like, my bike, I like put it inside, because we have like you can actually park them inside.
Yeah, same here.
And it's like, I'm not taking the risk. Like,
Yeah, you have like guarded biking parking garages all over the place.
yeah.
So you need to, because like, you know, if you the Netherlands is a kind of country where you could literally not have a car and just have a bicycle and pretty much get to like, you know, within like a 40-kilometer radius of the bar, if you're like, you know, good at cycling. So it's like a probably the most bike friendly country.
Oh yeah. Yeah, Norway's not that. It's not super bike friendly, I guess, for like a better word.
Well, it's also mountainous.
Yeah.
That already dissuades, I imagine.
It's more like it's hilly and like it snows so much that like you gotta switch to winter tires and shit like that, and a lot of people are just like, nah, fuck that.
Yeah.
Although it is like right now it's like weird because like you can probably I am doing, let's say, well, since April basically, but you could probably do it a few weeks before, and then like I took a break, quote unquote, from like December because it snowed, and now in January and February I'm already doing it, and there doesn't seem to be any snow on the way anytime soon. So you could probably this year get basically bike for like 11 months, which is pretty good. But then you have the hills, which dissuade a lot of people. But I think people just overestimate how bad it is to bike in hills. For lack of a better word, it's not that bad. You just go slower, but you
Well, it's
still
like-
go a lot faster than walking.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So just take it slow.
Yeah, it's yeah. I probably need to bike to more places, but my work is way too far to bike to it. It would literally be 40 kilometers biking
Yeah, back in one way or
one way.
yeah. I mean, I'm sure some people, like probably people.
If
do
you're
that
like, if you have like a
exercise.
racing bike, right, and you're a
Yeah.
fucking absolute asshole, kilometers. That's at that point, like, cause really, like the bike paths, like, some of them are really, really, but some of them are somewhat disrepair. Most,
Yeah.
like 90% it's good, but that like you know 3 or like 5% or whatever that's like somewhat poorly maintained, you fucking go over that and it's like, oh well, I guess I have another flat tire. Oh yeah, I got a bike that has the bike that I have has suspensions, really, really prevents flat tires like a lot. Holy,
Oh, okay.
if your bike,
Suspension is a must on a bike these days, in my opinion.
because if you don't have a bike that has suspension, every fucking little lip that you go over, it's like, oh, better check the fucking tire for punctures out like after a while.
Yeah, mine doesn't, and it's fucking it's shit. It's not any curbs I have to cross, thanks to like my pathing, you know, curvy pathing. That is probably like a kilometer longer. It's probably too much. Be like let's say 200 meters and a little bit more elevated, just to like avoid the
Yeah.
park, because my bike gets fucking dirty and gets rocks everywhere, because it's like a cruiser, not a mountain bike. So it can't stand rust, man, dirt, man. But like it also means that I don't have to like go up and down some fucking holes that are there. And I noticed the air on my tires has been going out ever so slightly, but I'm not sure if that's because of the temperature difference.
Well, that's just the air goes out of your bikes. Only out of it relatively. It shouldn't. It should happen in like 1 or 2 weeks or whatever. You just kind of start less. But if it's like, you know, in a day, then there's a problem.
Yeah.
But yeah, bikes are like, they're kind of a bit of a fucking ball ache for maintenance. But if you get a really good one, the amount of maintenance you have is very little. If you have a bad one, it's fucking. A bad one is like not even cheaper than like a fucking good amount of times you have to get a new tire.
Yeah.
Very quick, break even. And then it's just, you know, left with the fact that you have a bike that's like half the speed and like, you know, fucking 4 times more exhausting to bike. You know, it's like when I was doing my fucking like, you know, old ladies could pass you. They would just like set their gear to like really low or whatever, and then they could, or like they could just like super outspeed you. You were literally just using every bit of your energy was wasted. So even if you're like really strong, none of that extra strength carries over in any speed. So you might as well, like, it's only the bare minimum of strength that carries over into your speed if you don't have any gears. Yeah, so how far on your... Are you still on, like, you know, hello, my name?
I'm a bit further,
Alright.
thankfully. But like,
Hello, my name is Blarn, this is my piece. Index.
table of content.
Table.
No? Yeah, no, it's a lot. It's a fucking drag.
Because you were doing it on what exactly? I forgot.
Wow, I am so hurt right now.
You were doing it on some kind of history of something. Like the history of some fucking climate change something. Carbon capture something.
Oh my god, you remembered? Yeah.
Well, I
Like-
remember you did.
I
like,
remember you doing carbon capture. I remember you talking about it a bunch anyway.
Yeah. I'm still doing it on that.
Are you doing it for like Equinor specifically, or is it? You know,
No, it's a thesis. Like it's my master's thesis.
yeah,
But,
but no, but I mean, is it about like the carbon capture, like shit implemented by Equinor? Is it about just carbon capture in general?
No, it's it's specifically about the ones that Equinor did.
And I
Or I
do
guess
remember.
Yeah. Although to be honest, like my thesis has been like expanded a little bit to include like because they wanted to do it on the gas power plant, which is quite unusual because in the EU and so on they do it on coal plants, but Norway doesn't have any. So they decided to do it on gas power plants, but it was a stupid idea because like they don't emit that much to begin with, so it was like a it ended up not being a great success. You can put it like that.
Right. I'm sure they have gas power plants.
Oh yeah, they're gonna build like a hydrogen powered one instead, like converting it to a hydrogen one, because then you could like use hydrogen, which you can make from natural gas, or you can make it from electrolytes. Yeah, but I don't really believe in that. I don't think like because that's a fucking problem with like things. You can like study things from like how much CO2 does it emit per like unit of energy or whatever the fuck. Then you look at, then you can study it from the economical side, and like let me tell you, like a lot of people are like this fucking they only study it from like the environmental / thing side, and you just don't look at the economics.
Yeah,
So
and
you
well,
just end up having, like,
yeah.
nice numbers, but then you're like, oh well, how much energy does this require? Oh, like a fuck ton. Okay, but like that's gonna like cost a bunch of money, right? Yeah, but like we'll just have like tons of renewables at some point. It's like but like what?
Well, it's like obviously
Not
the
free.
yeah no, it's obviously like all the additional costs that come with the fact that you're spending money on it.
Yeah.
Because money is a sort of resource cost in and of itself, because it tends to equate effectively economic power being spent, IC. And, that's usually not spent in, like, the most CO2 efficient way.
Yeah.
I don't know, are they going to build more nuclear power plants in...
Maybe, but they're not. I don't know if it's gonna be like a main thing.
Because Germany deactivated their one before it could pay for itself effectively.
Oh no, France will keep one going, but like, and the UK is building one. But apart from that, not really. It's just
There's
like,
quite a lot of controversy over the UK one because China's getting involved and like the Americans don't like that.
Well, it's because they've built like the most modern ones en masse, so you could say they're sort of the experts.
No, I'm not saying they shouldn't be building it, but like the Americans are kicking up a fuss about it, like.
Well, the thing is, it's just too expensive. And like,
Well, the upfront cost is just huge, right? Like it's like way bigger than a whole gas power plant would be. But the downside, like the upside, is that it will pay for itself within like 6 or 7 years. And I think that's what the idea behind it is. But,
well, well, it might. Yeah, it might.
It starts to like cover the difference. After that, it becomes efficient.
Yeah, but the rate of return is just not worth it compared to other ways of making electricity. Like it requires. It just requires so much that basically doing it is you're gonna make a loss because of the way the subsidies work for other renewables right now.
Yeah. Bit of a shame because on paper it looked very appealing because of just the logistical benefits it has over something like gas or coal. Also,
yeah.
the environmental massive. At least after a couple of years, that's like the downside because obviously the construction cost of it, both economically and environmentally, are way bigger. But that is offset by its operating maintenance. It seems like the power gamer's choice.
It always reminds me of a board game I like playing a lot called Power Grid, where you try to power as many cities as you can.
Why you gotta,
buying
why you gotta
power
make
plants
it
and stuff.
fucking political, Rusty? Always trying to bring it back to board games.
It's actually a really cool game. I actually like it a lot.
Oh man, Garden added me.
Right.
Apparently
Right.
3 years ago.
Yeah,
What?
yeah, yeah. 3 years ago, like a little bit more.
Really?
Yeah, yeah.
What the fuck? Like,
Time flies, asshole. Oh yeah, you're at like 3,000 points.
well, the thing is, my vehicle only has one gun on it right now, and it used to have two, but I imagine they balanced it. So
Oh.
I don't know how to fix it because the new thing is confusing me. Let me look at my storage.
Oh yeah, I don't know if you saw it on Larn, but Sam and I made a view combines into one.
Huh.
You can actually do that sort of.
Okay, I just is it possible to have like two 76 millimeters on your thing or no? 'Cause that's I like the shoot the fucking things. Requires one
How much energy does one?
6 I think.
Yeah, it is.
Okay, I just need another generator then. Hold on.
Yeah, you can only have one generator, but one depending on what kind of cab you have. Oh yeah, by the way, stuff devaluated a lot in general. Some stuff hasn't, but a lot of it has.
Yeah. Okay. I can't. I don't think I have a generator on me, on my thing, which might make this possible to do.
Well, how much credits do you?
100.
All right, that's way more than. What I would like, you can either do one of two. What I would recommend is just buying a cab that's like way better. Have a cab that has, which will have
Right.
the added benefit of putting you in like the same sort of league you are. Price of cabs is actually like the
Yeah, they introduced a new color rarity since you've been gone called teal or cyan or
Cyan.
whatever, cyan, and the cabins for that are actually cheaper than the actual blue ones for some reason.
Well, sometimes.
No, they are generally they are.
I mean, there's some blue ones that are half the
Which one do
price.
I have now? I have a jawbreaker. Let's see.
Jawbreaker. Alright, yeah, Jawbreaker is.
Yeah.
Yeah, so then I mean, like, then maybe just get a generator because like the purple one, like 300. Like you could get a growl. Actually, no, growl only.
Well, I just need 1 energy, right? So I'll just get that.
Well, you need 2, don't you? Times 2? 12?
Not, don't think so.
You don't think 6 times 12?
I do think that, but but like when I click it, it says requires. Oh right, no, I have like a scope is what I got.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's taking up one of your energy.
Yeah. So it takes 5 actually. So I'm technically good. I just let's see. Let me give me the cheapest generator you got.
Raiders, like they're expensive point wise in terms.
You may not necessarily want to go with the cheapest one because like you gotta bear in mind the shape of it and stuff. But
Oh, it's like gas gen one. Get the cyan one. Like TU generator, 2 energy. 80 bucks. Have to put in like a.
how many points do you need? 1 or 2?
I just need 1.
Oh, then you can get Big G.
Yeah, big G.
Big G. Now,
Sweet.
you can like I wouldn't recommend fast buying it. You just put like an offer in.
Actually, he might be able to craft it if he's got the resources.
Good. Actually, no.
He'd need to be in the lunatic, so that's yeah. Don't worry about that.
Big G.
Yeah, yeah.
I have no idea what I am in.
Hey, a Big G is a loot. Holy fuck!
It's expensive to make for how much you can just buy it for.
No,
it's a bit
it's
weird.
technically cheaper, but only by 0.44 credits.
At that point, you may as well just save yourself the effort, you
Hassle.
know.
Let me buy
Right.
my
So
big
which
G.
cab did you say you had again?
Hold on. I got the Jawbreaker.
Okay. Oh yes, that one. I like that one a lot actually. It's quite good.
Credits out of
Pay to win.
A little, mostly trading, but I did put a little bit of money into the game because I do like playing it. So. But what was I gonna say? Yeah, the there's an do you hang on? Let's see. So is like what kind of vehicle are you trying to build exactly?
Basically I got a tank just right now.
Okay, okay. Just give me a sec.
Oh, parts flipping. Right.
I'm brain fighting like a motherfucker here. I'm sorry. Hang on. Give me 2 seconds while I unbrain fart. Right.
But I moved something. Hold on.
are you in the build mode?
Yeah.
You
I
can
feel like-
right click it to remove it. You can also Control Z to undo.
I think that's good. Yeah. Okay. I'm good. Yeah. It's just 'cause, like my vehicle is old, right? So
Yeah.
there you go.
Okay.
Actually, yeah, I need to rebuild my fucking spider because I forgot to save the good version of it. So
Okay. Well, I'm just going to take you into a PV station. That and what happened to.
I just remember this thing being fucking so stupid. Like, oh, I shoot both my guns, I like tip backwards, no problem. I just add some fucking stoppers.
Well, if you
that's
shoot,
yeah. I've had to do that. I've literally had to do that. So
if
don't
you
worry about it.
if you shoot in sequence, actually do damage. Find your 2 cannons to like left and right.
Oh yeah. No, I obviously done that, but like, just remember, like, I could like tip my vehicle if I'm driving. What was like, I don't know, would it be backwards? I don't remember. One of the times you just do both quickly and you just tip over, and then you might not be able to like tip back.
I'm gonna quickly add machine guns to my thing. I have a mission to do.
Oh yeah, it's
Okay.
fucking fuel you need for this as well.
Yeah, but you get like max amount.
Yeah.
Yeah, and fuel's not necessarily the hardest thing to come
Scrap
by.
never went back to that server. Sitting at 3.8.
3.8.
I made a mistake. I should have shorted instead of
Okay, actually gonna fucking sort out my spider thing.
You have tomorrow off, Rusty.
No, I have Friday through Monday off. Unfortunately, because
Alright.
like my friend's going to the hospital tomorrow because the doctors are operating on his junk, so
Right. Penis
and-
extension.
it's not that, but yeah. It's like it's the foibles of getting older. Let's just say.
Right.
And like he's a really good dude. Like he's one of the few people at work I would actually consider to be like an actual friend of mine.
Oh.
Oh my god, what the fuck?
I know, right? I have a friend. It's weird.
Now remember, Rookie, you get one free life.
Yeah, I'm sorry. This game is really. My comments are a bit out of place. Hold on. Oh, yeah, now I can.
Oh, I remember. Literally remember. Too like. Also, that generator probably explodes. What I've learned.
I know, but like I was like, I just can't be fucked to find a good place for it. Ammo.
Yeah, you get ammo drops now.
Yeah, very good. It's like it used to be a big ass problem. Like this is not a good PvE setup. I remember.
The amount of ammo you get is based on your maximum ammo.
Right.
If you, for example, had like a max ammo of like 30 or something, you get like maybe.
Yeah, something that's worth investing in is the additional ammo cans and stuff. Is
They also stack. Still waiting for Dwarf Fortress to go on Steam.
yeah, me too.
I don't know. I don't think I can play that game anymore. It's the controls, man.
I don't know if
Well,
it'll be-
apparently they're actually like tightening all that stuff up for Steam and all that. So hopefully they'll fix that up.
I imagine they might improve it a little bit, but there's like no way to like super because it's so much shit you and
Yeah.
there's so many fucking
I think my main problem with that game, like at least the last time I played it, is that it was too easy and like you know in Rimworld you get attacked constantly.
Yeah.
In that you don't really get attacked, and then when you do, it's just a fucking hassle because it's like
Aware Otter has shown up,
Oh yeah.
taken the shape of a human. It's twisted in the shape of a. Now you know why you fear the night.
Because I like to be able to like get a fully like kitted out steal everything dudes and then and shit, and then like oh no enemies came. I had like 1 billion wealth, whatever the fuck. and then I just opened hell and like died, obviously.
Yeah, but you can kind of go out and send your dudes on a raid now. Again.
You're supposed to pick up this ammo? Cargo.
Yeah, you pick up the cargo and get to the end. Only one of us has to actually.
Alright,
Multiple people carry it.
okay, that makes sense then.
But yeah, no, you can actually send your dudes out on raid. One of the later versions. I don't know if you played with that one because you did play.
Yeah, I saw that, but I didn't mess with it, I guess.
And then like the real challenge, just fucking with, get them to attack you because otherwise they really will not. If
Yeah.
gotta be like near goblins or elven caravan has showed up, get your all of them. They're like fucking you.
I guess I'm just like I felt like they should have had more. You know, like you would just get invaded by like the fucking baddies from like across the map, and you know, if you're closer to the end of the map, then you have or if you're closer to the bad areas, the harder the game becomes essentially. But like, it just doesn't seem to work like that.
I mean, if you're in like the haunted biome, imagine it's a bit harder.
Yeah, but like you know, it's just you know, like let's say you're like in a good spot next to the haunted biomes.
Yeah.
Like the haunted biome race should you know kill you. Where's the? Oh, he's over here. Lol.
Yeah, no, the main challenge internally go on like rampages.
Yeah. All that on FPS then.
Yeah. I don't know how many dwarves do you.
I don't know. I never really got. I never really been able to have like playable speeds beyond like 100, maybe. Like.
Yeah, like 100 is like a lot. Like,
Yeah.
yeah. Oh, by the way, I like in Rimworld, awesome. Actually a I actually. You guys want to do more raids or PvP?
Whatever plan wants really.
I don't know. Like. I
Right,
don't know.
that sounds like fucking PvP to me. No. But in Rimworld, you can actually have like 100 dudes, relatively little issue.
Huh.
I was quite surprised by that. Mainly if you just increase pack size, items and stuff, you use a lot of the lag in that. Because it's mainly the huge amount of items on the map that causes lag.
Okay, yeah, and I've read about that too. Like,
It helps
like
a
it's
lot.
a game that like it has mod creep. Seriously.
It does, but it's like if you just have like efficiency types of mods, that is, I literally could run that colony of like 100 dudes at 3 speed for like a very long time.
Oh yeah, okay. I had a I got that for Dwarf Fortress actually, like one of those mods like Masterwork that had, like huge FPS optimizations, and like it worked. I could do like 25 more with more FPS, like 125, but it was still like you know it was still unbearable.
Enemy incoming.
Yeah, I feel like though the challenge of Dwarf Fort, I think I just tanked Clarence shot. But I feel like the challenge of Dwarf Fortress is about like transitioning out of like self-sufficiency and then going into like full military mode, where you just have a huge military that's just equipped to the hilt with like fucking mithril and shit.
Oh my god, people are running into me and I just cannot aim my guns. This is bad. This is very bad.
No, I'm gonna die.
Take him with you. Glorious suicide.
How do you repair in this?
You
go,
don't.
Like, okay, you don't. Right.
Like the only way to repair is press backspace. Tells you to commit suicide. if you like are disarmed. And sometimes your team just smashes it.
Right.
I'm gonna need to make a quick tweak of my vehicle, Carl. It will literally take me 2 seconds.
That's like catchphrase.
Catchphrase? Well, no, because I forgot. You know what I forgot to do, right? Bound my fucking cannons to separate buttons. So there you go. Done that now. Ready to play.
I forgot that it's canon.
We're just
I was
winning all rounds.
Like wondering where's the
It's supposed to be an earth-shattering kaboom. I've made this thing slightly tankier, by the way. I think it's helping, but like it's got like at least 2 to 3 layers of armor on it now.
so little no progress on Paradox game working on fine. Unfortunately, because I need to sort out some of the game mechanics. Because otherwise it's very hard to assign a system without mechanics.
Oh yeah.
This is the map where people like to just camp on elevated areas.
Yeah, they do. Oh, I got that guy that was camping on the top of the thing there. Pretty good.
And someone got me camping on top of the thing.
Alright, well, the 2 guys that are left are super fire. Coming at you, rest.
Yep, he is. No!
Panic, he's weaker than you.
I know. But he's also way better at close range than I am.
Oh, there's 3 guys.
Oh shit.
Okay, this guy over here needs to die.
There's a guy to your right as well.
Come out, wherever you are. Okay, he's just gonna play. Oh, there you go. And that one, I always wonder where he goes. Oh, he's fucking appeared on the other side again.
Oh, fuck you! No, you don't! It was. We should level you up pretty quickly since we're doing the wires and not the scrap, but we'll see.
Is it back up to 10 yet?
Never back
You'll... It's... Paint, that's where the real money's made, mate.
Just huff it.
Rusty's
Yep.
painted his dollar sign.
Yep.
I've gone for brown camo. Okay.
Car's gone ultra sweat.
Nothing says video game like taking it super seriously.
I decided construction yellow was the most advantageous strategic decision I could make.
Cannons do more damage when you run it with.
I know.
I like how you respond to that.
Well, I was worried about the guy who went in this, whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm worried about the guy who's shooting. Don't worry about him. He'll be fine.
We're not winning that long range.
No, I'm not. I'm lost almost both my gun.
Because trust me, when it like fights can swing like on a dime, seemingly on
yeah.
a dime.
Just takes one key component to go down.
One guy being out of position.
Like me.
Oh shit.
Oh, there's an enemy at our base, by the way.
Our base.
Yep.
We should deal with him.
There's a guy on my ass. He took the gun. Oh wow, he got fucking destroyed.
Yeah, I shot him a couple times with my cannon. There you go.
Very nice. Yeah, just stuff like that where like he was gonna fucking wreck me. Then fucking cavalry got there.
The problem with my vehicle right now is like I don't know what they changed, but like it's just, you shoot once and you have to reposition and you just cannot do follow-up shots, which I remember not being a problem, right?
Well, it's like people are better now. You can right click rec.
Well, not
Right.
that much better.
You can right click, left click. You have like you're very much incentivized to fire sequence, not all at once.
It's not really well. It's
Well,
more like,
also just so that you can use one shot to like aim if second shot to actually hit.
well, I'm not firing both at the same time.
No, I know, but and then yes, like you're also in like a bad position, ready for long. Sometimes you have super hectic, like about this hectic. Have like literal gun line, kind of fucking just line up to take shots at each other.
Yeah, you need to kind of control your vehicle more like a tank destroyer. You need to kind of surprise people with it hide in position and stuff. But
Yeah.
from what I've seen of what your vehicle is kind of
That,
like, at
that
this
and
level,
we, and we're
at
taking
this
you
level,
in-
your shit's gonna get pushed in because people have like really powerful weapons.
yeah,
so.
that and we're taking you into stuff that's like 1,000 points higher than you.
That too, but well, even at 4,000 points, it's like at people have good weapons, so
Yeah.
like weapons with actual like traits on them.
That
and
and
stuff.
like Polarn isn't exactly outgunned. Like I've got 2 blue drills and a blue cannon. Those are my weapons. But I could do stuff like that where I just like shove and do that.
Oh, we're being attacked from behind. Plan, be careful.
Oh my, I'm in danger.
Oh no, I'm in danger. Hey, Rusty.
Get him, Carl.
Where's the other dudes?
Oh, front. He's down. Oh
no.
shit, that's it. No, it doesn't matter. I blocked it for you.
That's what.
We're taking the base. Turn to the base. Enemies at the base.
Spider bud. Oh, they got rid of my fucking horn, assholes. Alright,
Heavy
well.
armor.
I've got 2 good shots on that guy.
Oh yeah, they got good tracks.
Don't hit him in his tracks. Strong point.
I'm trying to hit his guns, but it's not.
Yeah, we're gonna be able to win. The other guy is relatively crippled.
Gonna go for a flanking move, General.
Careful, he spawned fucking little things.
Yeah, I shot one of them.
Oh my god.
Fuck
Those
that,
little
no.
things need to die.
Kill my first boy. He's around the corner. Oh, you
Nice.
dead now.
He took the cyanide tablet. He detonated the dynamite tank while still inside of it. Whatever is left of him, have to scrape it.
Yeah, I think this is. I need to actually save this build because I forgot to last time and end up having to fucking rebuild it. It's not because my previous spider tank build was kind of pants, so this one's at least somewhat passable.
You don't see this in World of Tanks.
Oh god. Oh wait. Alright, flanking.
Dying. Remember me.
Shit, he took. Heading to the point.
Oh shit, this guy's gonna kill me. Ah, there's two of them here. Ah, fuck.
Taking him on a journey. Journey into science.
How's the cab that you've got working out for you, Cal?
Very good. Very durable from the front. Hey, we actually fucking won. Holy shit.
Whoa, really?
Yeah, I did manage to weaken one of the two guys I was fighting, but took out most of his AC cannons, but fortunately his buddy got me in time.
It was like a cripple fight where, like, you know, me and another guy fighting against a couple of weakened enemies.
This might need to be my last game, sorry, because I've got work tomorrow.
Alright.
It's been nice talking to you again, though, Plan. You've not spoken in a while.
No, I've been just not around, so
No, you've been busy. You've been having an actual life. It's fine. It's
Whoa.
cool.
yeah. I'm not gonna be like don't expect this to be a regular thing either, because I might not
No,
like,
it's fine.
I might just have to uninstall Steam at some point.
Aw.
Not yeah, because like I'm that fucking behind. I mean,
Can't you ask for like an extension?
oh, you can, yeah, but like it's not a good thing to do. You want to avoid it if possible.
What kind of effect does it have? Any?
Yeah, if you want to do, well, if you want to go further in academia, that's a very bad thing. And if you want to do some certain types of works, it's bad. And, you know, it's a half year of your life. Because you can't do like a 2-week extension, you have to do like a full semester.
Oh, if you ever need help.
I know, I'm doing it in Norwegian, so you wouldn't be
Okay.
able to help.
Even if it's just somebody to like fucking look at
That's
it.
ideas off of?
Oh no,
Oh, well, I have so many
not
people.
bounce ideas off of, just like, you know, somebody to just like look at the thing. So Blar, I think you need to sex it up a little. You gotta really sell it, and like I can't even fucking read what's being written.
Lauren, can you teach me Norwegian so I can read your
Yeah.
pieces? I spend fucking more time teaching you than teaching the thing.
I taught this retard how to speak Norwegian. It's your credit.
There you go. You got him.
Special thanks to Kyle for making me
Wasting
spend
my
a
time.
whole bunch more time than I needed on this thing. For teaching him what it actually
Yeah.
said. He speaks Dutch though, so you know.
Alright. It's been a pleasure, boys, but I'm gonna have to go. I'll see you guys soon, okay?
Alright.
But yeah, like, off to work tomorrow, so bye.
Bye.
Boy.
Yeah, no, it was like at least a month.
Yeah.
No comms. Yeah, like cause I don't know, what's the like, cause how many pages does it have to be? 100?
From 70 to 120 pages, which is fucking long. Like it easily like
Font size 100.
at least maybe 3 times anything I've done. Yeah, and that's 70 pages. Because I think the most I've done is like 50 and
Right.
but it does feel like it's a lot easier to write a lot of stuff because it's like, you know, I've been researching, you know, going over.
You have
and
like
over
an
stuff.
example theme?
Oh yeah, I've been reading loads of those. So I know what it's supposed to look like and so on, but it's just not easy to you know, it's a weird system.
Yeah, I don't envy you. Like all the other dudes that I saw writing when they were writing their fucking like just they were like super chilled out for like the first 2 months and then ultra stressed for like the rest of it.
Oh yeah, I mean, I have a whole year on this thing, so
I think
I've
you
been-
get a whole year as well.
yeah, it depends on the program, I guess, for like a better word. But like, yeah,
It is
And technic-
somewhat like a year. It's a long period of time.
yeah, but like realistically, then you get more than a year here because you get points for reading stuff that's relevant to your thesis, like already in your first semester. So you effectively have a lot more time.
Nice.
Um, well, it's nice, but it also means like because the professors know that you have more time or that what's reading your thesis, the expectations go up. So it's more probably like instead of a 60 credits thesis, it's probably more like an 80, 90 maybe thesis. Like just because how much extra time you get. And they've been really trying to like clamp down on it. You know, like the ones after me don't get to do 120 pages; they have to do 100. It's much closer to a 60-point thesis now,
Right.
which they are super unhappy with. It's kind of funny, but hey. Yeah, like I'm stressed out as fuck. It's not
Hey man,
no joke.
gotta just if you're doing something long haul, you gotta relax. Main thing that like fucks you up is if you start worrying about it and you're like too fucking messed up to stuff. Good writing, if you know.
Oh yeah. Like I had did like handed in like some stuff, and they said like, yeah, this is not good. Oh my god, I got a really good shot on that guy.
Yeah, like dudes that are big, if you hit them at like the because this game does have like penetration and physics.
Yeah.
If you hit them at like a really good angle, fuck ton of damage, like huge damage potential with cannons.
Yeah, that's what I like, but I'm just not good at hitting right now.
I've signed myself to death here.
I lost two. They lost two. Three.
Yeah, well, I like you have to. I've disabled one effectively.
Let me see. Fuck. I hate going forward. I want to go like to the side.
I
It's
know.
so easy.
Enemy
it is.
behind you.
Oh come on, just fucking die.
And be careful, don't get too close. Actual explosive from your bot damages you.
Alright, okay. Fucking gun depression.
Also, the white number is the structure damage. The yellow is the damage to the actual health.
Right. Yeah, I'm fucked because I got one shot left. Well, I did kill two people apparently.
2 enemies left.
Yeah, they're both capping our base. Can we do
Yeah, do you have like? Did you have like an ammo box?
I don't think I do. Or...
Oh, you do. You can have as many as you like.
Oh no, okay, we got this. We got this.
Careful,
gonna get-
guy come. He doesn't know that you're empties.
Yeah, this is psychological work.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
He has only one gun. If you shoot his gun,
Missed. Oh,
don't suicide.
Oh.
Ah, fuck. map too. Takes a oh, rip. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, sometimes.
Well, that's why we're getting wires, right?
Yeah, no, you say you got like plenty of dude. The thesis, right?
Yeah. So like I could just send it off to lots of people. It's like I turn that off first more than not, you know.
Right.
So I just don't want to. It just takes time, right? Like it's like today, I like because we have like a seminar group.
Yeah.
Where we are like the professors, you know, they have everyone submits their paper, what they've done, and you know, like all the professors reads them and like gives feedback, like so like you know, if there's like a common theme, a mistake that everyone does, people can see it, like everyone can
Right.
hear it. I skipped that today because I didn't want to like waste time. I'd rather just be home working.
Yeah. Yeah, no, exactly. That's like the benefit. That's why also I offered. That way you can just kind of, I don't know if it would help you. You can just be at home, right? And I'll be doing something else productive. You just have that, kind of, somebody else in the room, if you know what I mean, so to speak. I don't know.
Yeah,
If
I get easily distracted though, because I don't think I want to do that. Like, cause I actually like stopped. I'm I've stopped going to my the reading or the study hall that we have, and that just because I just couldn't get as much done as I imagined I could do.
Well, it would mainly just be
Too many.
it like wouldn't be me distracting you. Just be you do the thing and have somebody to react to, I suppose, or to react at. So if you're like, for example, you know, if you're like looking for like a paper or whatever for like research, you can tell me that you're looking for a paper for research. That just kind of is. It's like trying to reinforce like a office scenario at home.
Yeah.
Because
Maybe.
it helps me. I don't know if I have to remember that I'm fucking ADD shit. So
I mean, I guess you could try it. I don't think it would help me, but I then again I don't know.
yeah,
Because
if it doesn't, you can plug this helping.
I know in Arma, right? Like, if I'm coding, I just have to like mute people.
Yeah, but that's kind of
Get
different because
stuff done.
that's thinking ahead. Just somewhat different writing. Because I presume with you, with this, it's more like you know what you want to write. It's just getting down to actually spending the time because you have a lot of time that needs. This isn't just like, you know, if I really think hard one afternoon, it'll be done.
Oh yeah. I think I also need to like declutter my room as well right now because I just got home and like there's stuff everywhere. So like like my monitors on a shelf. Oops.
Right.
And so everything is everything like it just looks cluttered. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, I have
And,
somewhat similar situation though, kind of like that. Because if I start to have that as like a requirement, it just means that I spend a lot of time cleaning and maintaining cleanliness rather than.
right.
That's the nice thing about going to work in like an office. It's like, you know, there's cleaners and everything is always clean and very nice and all that sort of stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, that's exactly. Although I got like a desk and it was looked pretty messy like that.
Well, let me put it like an office is usually more well taken care of than a college campus or whatever.
Oh man.
Did I mention that at work I was like I had like 2 interns that I was guiding?
Recently or
Yeah, recently. Lots of-
because you
Oh.
talked about
Yeah,
Oh.
it was like a couple of months ago. It's the same intern.
okay, because
Yeah.
they were like pretty useless.
Yeah. One of them is done now, and the other guy is still got a couple of. Yeah,
Have they
we're
learned the code food?
a bit. Yeah, they're just kind of like they're more like my assistants, are actual programmer. So if I have like a menial task that I can pass on to them, it saves me time.
Right. Like read my friend's master's thesis.
More like more like I've written the manual how you fix printer problems, that to fix the print going to do.
Oh my
Or like
god. Okay.
this guy's got problems with his PC. You know, that sort of
I've
stuff.
like I'm like the fucking IT guy because apparently everyone I study with has a phobia for technology, or
Wow.
like some of them do,
That's
and like
that's why
like-
they're in history. They're fucking garbage.
yeah, I know, right? Like it's so weird. Oh my god, we will win this, I think.
Oh, you know, in Dutch you have this thing called beta and alpha. Alpha people are language focused people, and beta people are like science focused people. Thing, and history is like an alpha subject.
Like a language.
Yeah, it's a language
Yeah.
based education. You know, law is also alpha, for example.
Yeah, I think that's a really nice way of dividing it because right for us it's like divided by faculty and like humanities are looked really down upon, I guess.
Well, pretty much like these are the things that are classed as beta. So any kind of maths, chemistry, physics, IT is beta. Pretty much anything that is dudes in lab coats as opposed to dudes in suits. You know, that's effectively the distinction, and the credentials are required to have are different. So, for example, if you have like a university education that is like, you know, a law degree or whatever, you do not require advanced mathematics like a course or anything. You don't even need to have passed that. If so let's say if you graduate high school with like, you know, shit maths, you can still get into a university
Okay.
doing a course that doesn't require math. If you know.
Okay, yeah, because I have like I am qualified to study engineering. Like assuming like it will be a really shit program because like I don't have good grades, but like I could do it. You know, like that's how I got into geosciences because that's one of those things that requires it. So I am multi-class to shit. You know,
Like let's say if you just pass, that's all that really matters. Like, cause let's say if you're like, you know, the best, a little bit different, because then more tangible what you